the Thunderbolt champion, Doug Meisinger, the Scrappy Machine. Make some noise for your diesel super stocks.
Last night's winner, Red Rock out of Rock Valley, Iowa, Dave Rosaboom. Oh, where's the Rowdy Red International fans at tonight? Now, I say last night's winner, Kurt Koima on Red Rock won last night. This is Dave Rosaboom. 3 drivers drive this tractor, and that works. These guys won the points championship last season. .342.54, setting the bars high. Dave Rosaboom stretches that track out down to 342.54. Tells the rest of the class, come get me. Hart's Diesel, the sponsor of the Super Farm glass. Get more horsepower and reliability to get that extra inch with Hart's Diesel. Through various fuel injection pumps, turbochargers, and injectors, Hart's is able to provide customers with the tools needed to perform to the highest degree. HartsDiesel.com. Every one of these Super Farm tractors equipped with a box turbocharger from Hart's Diesel.
Hey, I'm down here with Doug Meisinger out of Goodland, Kansas, captain of the diesel super that they call Scrappy, the big Minneapolis Moline. Doug, you won last night. You won tonight. You're taking home the weekend championship. Could it get any better?
No, I can't. This is the first time we've done this here. This is awesome.
Well, you came out, laid down 2 good passes. You earned every bit of the hardware you're taking home with you. Who do you need to thank here, Doug?
I'll thank everybody at home that helps us work on it and get it going. My wife, she's been with me all along. And all the sponsors here, Thunder by the River, Case IH, Titan, Decal, and the guys that put this on, Doug Orwich and Novax. These guys work their butt off to do this. We really appreciate it.
The class here this weekend, sponsored by Bennis Service. Doug, that diesel super stock, no small feat to keep those things going. Congratulations on the win here this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Josh. Phil Klein Hesselink out of Alton, Iowa, the White Farm Equipment Machine called Doctor's Orders. .138.47 for Phil Klein Hesselink. Got fuel squirting out of it now. Something popped. Something in the plumbing on that tractor. Now, it won't shut off for them. They're trying to shut it off. There, they got her shut down.
Daniel Ridenauer over on the pro stock side. The big John Deere coming out of Missouri. Calls it Too Far Gone. Oh, Daniel having a little bit of a bounce there, the Too Far Gone machine. 271.24. We'll see if he's going to keep it or not. Need a pull off on the pro stock. You look back at the replay there of the pro stock, Too Far Gone. We can get it up on the big screen down here. You watch it when he comes off the line, pulls the front end up, not looking bad, but right there, the rear end starts getting a little bounce in it. Every time that thing hops, it's hurting distance.
Give Phil Klein Hesselink a round of applause there. Broke his toy out there. Not sure what he broke. Possibly a turbocharger. Maybe just some plumbing on the pressure side of the turbocharger, but something definitely went pop on that tractor. And wreaked some havoc under the hood there as they had a runaway. The tractor would not shut off.
Is your source for American-made Goodyear farm tires featuring Titan LSW technology. LSW tires provide track-like performance, even in adverse conditions. With 24-hour tire service and a large selection of used tires and wheels, Graham Tire is committed to keeping you running. Visit www.grahamtire.com to find a location near you.
Coming out over here on the pro stock side, young Connor Mettling out of Nordheim, Texas. This one called the Bull Wagon. Connor, 18 years old, just recently graduated high school, fixing to start college here in the next week or two. Going to take a diesel mechanics course.
His younger brother made a test hook out here this afternoon on the on Dad's tractor.
Yeah, brother made a test pass on the Dad's tractor, bulletproof, Buck. Here we go. The young man out of Nordheim, Texas. Got to beat 271.24. Oh, boy, laying down a whale of a pass. Goes 335.68. 335.68 for Connor Mettling out of Nordheim, Texas.
Huh? Yeah.
Big thanks to Agro Shield. It's no coincidence that Agro Shield is one of America's fastest growing farm and specialty chemical companies. For price, quality, and service, check them out at agro-shield.com. Steffes,
Be live.
your local auction experts for the last 60 years. If you're planning to sell land, real estate, or excess equipment, maybe some other assets, book your 2022 auctions with Steffes at steffesgroup.com. Weimer Fuel Injection and Turbo, official sponsor of the 10,000-pound pro stock class with the Outlaws. Weimer Fuel Injection and Turbo, made in the USA, weimerfuelinjection.com.
What?
At Frosted Frog, our mission is to offer quality, durable, reasonably priced coolers suitable for any occasion. They come in a variety of sizes that are perfect for everything, from vacations, social gatherings, and fun summer events to the toughest conditions of a hard day's work. So stay frosty by visiting our website, www.frostedfrog.com, and choose from.
Oh, you're on a different. That's not an ad right now.
Yeah.
Connor Mettling, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Jason, and you?
Good. Welcome to Outlawed with the invisible Ron Stone tonight, and me. So, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Good. So I'm gonna play our opening video.
Okay.
And then I am going to. Then we're gonna jam. So here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Outlawed with Ron Stone's here. Praise the
Roan.
Lord.
It's Roan. Forever to be Roan now.
Yeah, I thought I found the right video, but I've been looking for it. I'll find it one of these days. So
More importantly, we're with the one and only Connor Mettling,
the
two-time Outlaw points champion. And he's not even old enough to drink yet.
No, not quite. Just 2.
What you got in the cup there, buddy? No, don't tell us.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, gotcha. How you doing?
I'm good.
You're in college right now, right?
I am. I'm sitting in my apartment living room.
Where are you at?
We're not. We're in Waco. We're not too far from. We're actually closer to Baylor than where I'm going to school at.
Okay. What school are you going to?
Texas State Technical College.
Texas State Technical. And your major is what?
Diesel Equipment Technology.
Diesel Equipment Technology. Awesome. Jason, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. Busy day. No complaints. No complaints. I'm looking for some video of Connor.
You know, I'll be honest, the sign you have behind you that says "Thank you for shopping at Schultz."
Yep.
Before I got the close up there, I honestly thought that was an old Schultz sign there.
So that, hey, Sarah. So that was a department store in town, right? Schultz's?
Yep.
Yep. Like kind of like a 5 and dime. And I've had that in the basement forever, and I kind of forgot about it. And I went down there the other day, and I'm like, hey, I should put that in my office in the back of my for my show backdrop. So I did.
Awesome. So 2-time points champion Connor Mettling. You won it in, was it 19 or 20?
20.
2020 and 2022. I thought about calling your dad and getting him on here, but he got second. So
Yeah.
We're talking to the points champ here tonight. So
Yeah. He likes to keep a low profile. He's watching, but he likes to keep a low profile. So
we'll talk about him. We'll talk about him a little bit. So you're bringing up video from 2020 here. Cool.
Yeah.
This is where he grandstanded it.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Oh, this was
Connor,
watch the dude in this video.
Yeah, I like your dad just a touch more than you. Not a lot, just a touch. Okay.
It's all right.
Of course, this is Clint Mettling in 2020 at Rock Valley. Watch the dude down front stand up and fist pump. No, maybe that's not the video. There was another video.
I just jumped on YouTube, Ron. I know what you're talking about. There's a guy just so happy.
He stood up and fist pumped, and it was just kind of cool.
Yep. So I'm just going to let this video play in the background, guys, while we're going. Again, welcome to Outlawed with Ron Stone. We have Connor Mettling with us, our Outlaw Pro Stock Points champ for 2022. And we are excited to have him on the show here tonight. He's a fine young man, great family, very humble, and respects everybody in his class. I always enjoy talking with him, and also drives a badass John Deere Pro Stock as well. And so I want you guys to type in some questions. If you have any comments, maybe you've seen Connor pull somewhere, maybe you've met Connor somewhere, and then share this video around. It's really important for Ron and I. We do this not to hear ourselves talk. If we just wanted to hear ourselves talk, we would just call each other. But we do this to share, behind the scenes, what's going on in the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers. And we need you to like, comment, or share this around so it shows it to more people. And we highlight our pullers. And that's what it's all about here. So the first question, Russ Dostal, he's the one who named you guys. I think, is it the Mettling Militia or whatever? Does that sound right, Connor?
I believe so.
Where is your favorite place to pull? Now, most pullers don't like to say their favorite because then, you play favorites or whatever.
Right.
But maybe give us some of your favorite places to pull and why they're your favorite.
Oh, I always like going to Rock Valley and Wisner just because that's two of the biggest ones we go to. White Wright, DeLeon, those are always two good ones. Anywhere I get to pretty much go pull is my favorite place. But I do have my ones that I would rather go to than not. But, anywhere I can go to hook to the sled is fine with me. Where'd he go?
I just got a text message, and Mackenzie hit a deer on the way home. So I'm trying to take care of that. So she's supposed to leave for Georgia in the morning with our merchandise trailer for Diesels and Dark Corners. So I'm scrambling to get a pickup lined up. So sorry about that, Connor. Did we lose Ron?
Well, he was here just like 2 seconds ago.
Okay, there you are. Are you back, Stone?
I guess for now.
Okay. No, I stepped away because Mackenzie just hit a deer, and she's supposed to leave in the morning with her pickup truck and her merchandise trailer to go to Diesels and Dark Corners, and her truck has a leak in the radiator. So
Oh, no.
we're gonna donate Sarah's Escalade to the beer money cause tomorrow. So it's gonna be okay.
Nice. Sarah's so nice. That's nice of her
I
to
don't
do
think
that.
she's as excited as probably as I am about it, guys. So
Not as excited as Mackenzie is, huh?
right. Yeah, I don't know if Mackenzie's pegged like 2 deer in the last 2 months. Hasn't hit a deer her whole life. In the last like 3 months, she's hit 2 deer now. So
yeah.
Connor, do you guys run into deers in Texas, or do you aim for them down there?
I mean, we have them, but we definitely try to avoid hitting them.
Yeah, we do. I think we all try to avoid hitting them, Connor. So,
Yes.
It's all good.
I've knock on wood, I've never hit one.
Good. Again, thanks for all the comments so far. We got a bunch of people watching on YouTube tonight. Connor, I'm going to go post this on your Facebook page right now while you're talking to Ron. So,
Yeah, as long as I keep internet signal here. So Connor, you're what, 20 now, or are you 19?
I'll be 19 in January.
So you're 18 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking you were 19. Wow, so you've won 2 points championships out of the last 3 years, and your first one was won at 16. Compare your rookie season to this year. I mean, is it still, do you get nervous when you get on there like you did in your first season? You get the butterflies, or is it just like part of you now? Is it just like routine?
I was nervous a few times, but in my rookie year, but after that, I've watched Dad do it for so long, and as both of y'all saw Conley drive his tractor this year, he's going to be the same way. I mean, it's second nature.
You know, it's Jason and I kind of joked on, I don't even remember when that was, Jason. We were joking about when your dad is well known for giving you a pep talk before you pull. He'll step up on the tractor. And we always wonder what he's saying to you. So I think there was one time Jason and I were kind of playing and we were narrating.
So we pretended that you were Connor and I was your dad, because he's always pumping his fists and stuff. So we were just having fun with that, because I'm sure it's, hey, don't worry, Connor, whatever happens, I still love you. And I roared, you go out there and you get. I love it. I love watching your dad. He gets me all pumped up. I love watching dads watch their kids pull. It's fun.
He gets nervous when he drives his own, and even when I drive or Conley drives, but he's just as into it as the rest of us, and he has a way of showing it, or in expressions too. I don't think he tries to, but he can't. He just does.
No, it's what makes it great, and Ron picks up on that, and the passion that your family has, and all the pulling families have. I mean, we're all friends, Connor, until we cross that white line and we hook to that sled. We all want to lay it to each other. And that's why we do what we do. And I just there was a picture of a guy yelling into a motorcycle's head thing that I had brought up, that Russell Hiltonbrand's got the loose cannon, John. He used to run NHRA Harleys. And he's sitting on the line like this, and somebody's screaming, and Ron, I put that picture up on the screen one night, and I said, this is Connor. This is Clint talking to Connor. So it's just funny. And it's more fun when I know you guys as well as I do. It makes it more fun to do all of that, so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably kind of wonder what those conversations are about, because you could see your dad will be looking down the track and pointing, and it looks pretty impassioned, but it's awesome. You guys finished 1-2 this year. I mean, second is nothing to sneeze at in this class.
No.
And of course, he's a former points champ himself, but you guys, what's it take to keep your tractors in the top shape and running shape that they are year after year?
No, we've been lucky. Well, other besides this year, till I burned a piston out in mine, but we run them where they'll run. We got them set where they'll run happy, but they'll still run hard, and there's room to turn them up if we have to or we want to. But as much as we travel, we got to be able to they got to be able to stay happy, and we can't do a whole lot of wrenching on them. We just do our normal maintenance most of the time, and we go out there and they lay down good passes most every time. They're those tractors are built almost identical, other than the sheet metal and Lance and Chris Little and the boys in Tuscola, they built a lot of good tractors, and in my honest opinion, those were probably two of the best.
Yeah, those tractors. I mean, it's your dad's tractor when he pulls the front end up and he just holds it up there. It's just a beautiful sight to see him come down the track with the front end just kind of suspended in the air. But have you guys put your applications into Louisville?
Yes, we both applied.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. We'll see you pull in there in February. Is there a third tractor going to be hauled around next summer or not?
No.
No. Okay.
I'll have to go to school, and it's Conley. I mean, if I can go along, then we'll just have to make the two of them work, and or if I can't go, then Conley and Dad will drive them, or we'll make it work. But no, it'll just be the two.
Okay. So what are the plans with Connolly then? Is he chomping at the bit after his first run on the big tractor?
He's been chomping at the bit since he drove Bullfrog at May Feast in May.
Okay.
And he had just turned 15 about a week before that, and you couldn't slap the grin off his face when he took his helmet off. And it was.
Hey, I'd be the same way if I got to drive one of those tractors, man.
Exactly.
Jason looks like that now when he gets off his tractor.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be pretty tickled pink.
Yeah.
Well, he graduated up pretty quick. I mean, in May he drove the Bullfrog, and then in midsummer he got to drive the big 10,000-pound Pro, right?
Right. Well, I was kind of the same way. I drove Bullfrog when I was 15 at our hometown pool at Nordheim, and when we first got the bull wagon together, when we took it to White Rye, I was gonna maybe just drive it one night, and I had a little bit of a catastrophe with Bullfrog on Friday, so Dad knew I was kind of upset, and he put me in the seat of the big tractor, and I did quite all right. So
I think this is some footage that Jason did down in Mound City, Kansas.
I don't think this is Mountain City.
This
is the pole where they park behind and you roll out on the track and you back up and the sled's right next to the food booth. What's that?
that's in
Corridon maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So this is a GoPro under Clint's tractor, Bulletproof Buck. I've always wanted to do this. And we got to stay on. I put a GoPro on a 2-wheel drive truck out in West Point, Nebraska, and it's no longer with us, that GoPro. The guy got up on his wheelie bars, and I had the camera, had that power grip connected to the wheelie bars, and it tossed it off. So in the video, you see the Bumgart sled run over it, and then I was digging it out of the track, and it was still recording. But once I dug it out of the track, it never worked again. But this is a really cool shot. What it's like under a big 10,000-pound Pro Stock, the Bulletproof Buck. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you're just joining us, Connor Mettling, your 2022 Outlaw Pro Stock Points champion on the bull wagon from Nordheim, Texas. He's in his dorm room right now in Texas. He's going to be a meteorologist when he graduates from college, and a diesel tech. So, but this is just kind of it's a cool view that we've been trying different things to be different, to show people different looks of the thing. And again, this is just a GoPro underneath the tractor here in Corydon, Iowa. And Ron Stone's over there announcing. Are you on the left over there, right, Ron?
I'd be on the right.
Okay,
right. You're down there by the tuning trailer. So, but if anybody has any questions for Connor or anything like that, or just comments, or enjoy watching the Mettling family poll, please throw it in the comments. I'll slap it up there on the screen. And Brad's from South Carolina. He's hit a deer and then a big arse raccoon, leaving diesels in our corners. So, yep. Yeah.
So and ladies, Connor is single, right? You're single, right, buddy?
So Connor, what are like the stipulations? They have to like John Deere's, or like what do you have any rules, or?
Honestly, no, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I haven't even thought about a relationship in a long time. It's been when I started my senior year, it was go fast, and here we are. I guess it's been a little over a year later, and it's been nonstop to get here. So
I understand. Kurt, this is Cordon. There's not 2 tracks. This is a single track. I'm not sure where you see 2. I know this is Cordon.
He's probably been drinking. No, I'm kidding.
He just got home from Aruba. I know that. So.
Well, there is a big area on both sides of the track, so that might be.
Yeah, that's a wide track. But this is neat to kind of watch the blow by and different things like that from the pro. And you know, I can see the blow by tube starting to shake. We're starting to bring up the RPMs a little bit. Here it comes. This is kind of cool. So. And just hangs the front, like Ron says. So.
Yeah, Oh, Dad and I were actually by ourselves this week. The week of this, and we fared pretty well for ourselves. I won out of the 3 hooks we made. I won 2, and he won the other one. So we fared pretty well for ourselves.
No, I remember that. I was like, how are you guys to do this without Lynette? I mean, and the 17 wiener dogs that if you open your guys' trailer door, those things, I mean, I know they're not that mean because I've been in your house before, but man, if you're scared of dogs, they're going to bring it.
Right.
You know, but they can't even get to your mid calf, unless they jump on you, Connor. So.
Right.
Unless you have Conley's dog. Doesn't he have like a wolf, bear dog or something?
Some kind of, forget even what the breed is. I don't even remember what the breed is, but that thing is getting so big now. It's like, I don't even know.
Mark Ham wants to know how you guys ate without Lynette around that week. With you and your dad.
We actually did pretty good. We what did we? We went up there, and I don't even remember what we did when we first got there. Anyway, we went and laid over at Harris in Kansas City, and we found some pretty good places to eat. Stroud's was one of them. Lane and Mackenzie Aldridge told us about that place. That is probably one of the best fried chicken places I've ever ate at in my life.
I don't think I've ever been there before, but noted. Definitely noted. So what are the plans for 2023, Connor? I mean, when you and Dad and Mom and everybody have their strategy sessions and you're strategizing? I mean, what are you guys talking about for next year?
We're just enjoying being at home. We really haven't even, other than we got the motors out of the tractors so we can try to get ready to go to Louisville. We really haven't thought much past that. We're just kind of playing it by ear and going to get through the farm show, and then we'll go from there. I know, I mean, I'd say it's pretty. We'll be running the circuit again next year because Conley's asked 400 times if we're going to run the points because we were almost not going to do it this year, and then once we got started, we never quit, and he's been asking, so we're gonna run the points, right? Because he's itching to drive real bad. He's ready.
He's ready.
Well, he wants to show everybody what he's got. So
yeah. He's a natural. He's just as good as I am and Dad.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay. I'm gonna bring up his video here in a little bit of what we did down there.
We're talking about Louisville a little bit. I mean, what do you guys do different there? Obviously, you're pulling against tractors with a bigger charger. You guys go with a completely different setup as well, right?
We have been we get as big a charger under the hood as we can. We're going to try coolers this year and see if we can hang with them. It's getting back to the point where we really can't close that gap. So we're gonna just take a few more steps and if we're gonna go, then we want to go and we want to be competitive.
Of course, what I'm talking about is the Outlaw Pro Stocks run a 5-inch charger. And then at Louisville, they run different rules where they can run a larger charger and an intercooler, right? So,
yes. Yeah.
A little different setup than the Outlaw rules were set up to make the Pro Stock engines last a season. So they limited them to a 5-inch charger, no intercooler.
Right.
But taking a pretty good look inside the toter there.
Connor, where do you sleep at? Which one's yours?
On the opposite side on the top.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is one of our beyond the helmets, behind the helmets. I'm not sure where you guys were at when Mackenzie did this. I don't think I was with you guys. Rock Valley, maybe? Does that feel like Rock Valley?
Yes. Yeah. You. believe your dad was there driving that weekend.
Yep. Yeah, I had some family, my in-laws' 50th wedding anniversary. So
Right.
I want them to stay my in-laws and not get divorced. So I decided that was the best thing to do.
That was a good idea.
Yep. I don't want them to be the outlaws because you guys are the outlaws. I have my outlaw family and my in-law family, and I want to keep it that way. So it's all good. Kurt Van Beek says nobody else has won 3 championships before they were 21. Even Mark Ulmer can't say that. And then Kurt right away followed up, and Mark is a legend and awesome. So that's awesome.
So you won 2. So Kurt's he's challenging you there to try to get that 3rd championship before you turn 21, and you've got a couple more seasons to do that.
Well, I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Is it the crew chief or the driver that helped win 2 championships, Connor? That's what Russ wants to know.
It's a family deal. I mean, Dad was fretting, not Mom and Conley is not only is he a really good going to be a really good driver. He is very savvy on the part of reading the track, and normally with him being 15, you bet if you listen to him and we all work together, we normally come up with a pretty good idea because he got a pretty good eye for that stuff already.
That's good. I mean, track readers, I could point out some really good track readers with the Outlaws, and some of those guys are out there real early when the track is being disked and they're feeling the dirt, and usually those guys are in the top tier of their class. So that's definitely a plus that he's that involved. He wants to read the tracks. And does he get his hands dirty too? Does he get in there and work and wrench on the motors and such?
He does. It when we burned the piston out of my tractor in Troy, we had I ripped the valve stem out of one of the tubes on one of the rear tires too that same night. So we got home. We drove hard to get home on Sunday, and it was all hands on deck to tear that motor down to a complete bare block in 5 sleeves and clean it all out and put it all back together. And then we put different tubes in both of the tires on my tractor and on Dad's. So he was there, and Dad and all 3 of the boys that work for us and me, and it was all of us, all we could do to get ready to be able to leave again on Thursday by lunch.
And now this looks like Mound City, Kansas here.
Yeah, I threw the Connor, remember I threw the GoPro up on the stage? So.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you'd put some undercarriages there as well, but
I think I did, but some of them we lost. Not sure what happened exactly, Ron.
Okay.
But, when he likes this thing, I'm gonna turn the audio on because it's when you're 5 feet from the stack of a Pro Stock. I want you guys to hear this. That's a neat sound. So when he gets back into the sled, I'll light it up again and we'll play the audio when we do that. So yeah, I bought some warranties for the GoPros, Ron, after my my incident in West Point, Nebraska. So as long as I can recover the GoPro, I can turn it in for warranty. I get 2 claims a year, so I'm not afraid anymore.
I'm sure you'll use those as well.
Holy cow, Jerry Mullinex.
Jerry Mullinex.
I didn't know they had that on a flip phone.
On Connie's phone, who knows?
They are. No, old Jerry's going, that son of a Schultz right now. I can hear him. And it's kind of funny. So, that's what makes this so fun is I know all you guys and we can pick on each other and nobody gets all butthurt about it. It's fun because we hang out all summer long. So it's all good. It's all good. Connor, where was the first time you drove the Pro? I know you talked about it briefly because was it in Texas? I can't remember.
It was in White Ride in 2020.
Okay. Because you said, I know did you go out of bounds with Bullfrog on Friday night, if I remember?
I did.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, we that was another hurry up and all hands on deck to get the tractor together when we first got it running so we could stay in the points chase with it, and it was, and then it was an all-day drive on Friday to get up there with all 3 tractors, and it was a little disheartening for that to happen with Bullfrog, but I made up for it on the big tractor. That was a ride I'll never forget.
Are we going to get a close-up shot of the pep talk here?
I think you can hear him actually. Yeah, you can.
Oh, we're gonna turn the sound on for that, so it's all good. All good.
He's waiting. He's over there waiting.
You're all good people to hang out with. I think we are, Charlie. People like us. You right?
I think he's talking about the Mettings, though, Jason.
Oh, my
Charlie's
bad.
a fellow Texan down there, so you know.
Yeah.
It's a Texas thing.
Yeah.
Charlie's good people. He hung out with me down at Lufkin.
Hit the pace car. I want you to drive out on that track and hit the pace car. I can't hit the pace car. Well, you hit everything else on the track. I think that's some Days of Thunder there. Sorry.
No, I'm right there with you.
Van Beek's calling you out, Ron. Ron, that is because you
I may get to go to White Ride. Oh, cool.
White Ride that's one of the best events. Ray and Ginger put a lot into that place, and if you get to go, Ron, you'll definitely.
I corrected myself and said I was joking about the drinking thing, Kurt. I don't know if I would describe it as whining either. Whatever for the team. He sounds like a head football coach getting you pumped up. So it sounds
Get out of the hole. This is such a cool view. Connor, how many times have you watched this video? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what makes tractor pulling great right here.
That looks fun.
The great Will Mans coming up to back you up. So, no, Connor, thank you to you and your dad for always letting us. We just do whatever we want. We don't even ask you guys anymore. But we've had 3 GoPros on the trucks before, so that's all good. That's all good. That's on our YouTube page, guys. If you go to YouTube, type in Beer Money Pulling Team, we got a lot of stuff with the Mettings. I've been friends with the Mettings for years and love you guys. I love promoting the tractors and the bulletproof buck. Everybody loves that tractor, so it does very, very well.
Was that Connolly right there with your dad?
Yes.
Okay. Your dad was telling him something there, so that's good though. He's always learning. So I'm just curious what's going to happen. I mean, when Connolly does get behind the wheel, is that going to displace Dad, from the bulletproof buck, or what's going to happen there?
Well, he gave in pretty easy to let him drive it at Wisner, and I haven't even drove the 830 before. So,
it means one of 2 things: either Dad will lose his seat, or Dad will build a 3rd tractor. I mean, usually one of 2 things happens there.
I love it.
It definitely, it won't be a 3rd tractor. It'll be shared driving duties with whoever is there. Dad gets just excited to watch us drive than
I'm sure
as he does to drive. So
Ron, he'll get to do 2 pep talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure that's got to be cool to watch your sons go down the track like that.
I'm going to set this video up a little bit for people that, we always assume everybody knows as much as we know. So this is Clint Mettings' tractor, the bulletproof buck, the John Deere 830, the two-cylinder Pro Stock, and Connolly Mettings. So you have to be 16 years old to drive in competition with the Outlaws and any major pulling Association. So Wisner Saturday afternoon. The polls were Friday night and Saturday night, and Taylor right there, Taylor Van Beek, needed to make a test pass, and Clint is getting Conley ready right now. So they got to make a test pass Saturday afternoon, basically. No competition, just pull a sled out there and rock and roll. And that's a lot of times that's a great way, and Connor, you respect this, and so does Ron. A great chance to get your feet wet without being in front of 5,000 to 10,000 people, for your first time out, because you're already nervous enough. I still get nervous every single time I back to the sled. I can't imagine being 15 years old and getting to hook up to a 30, drive a 3,500 horsepower pro stock. So.
And your dad actually taking a big risk here. I mean, at this point, you guys had decided to follow the points. Drove all the way up to Wisconsin, Nebraska, Texas, and he still had to pull that night. So something could have happened. Conley could have been driving and something go wrong with the tractor, and he wouldn't have got to pull. So he was taking a chance here.
I want you guys to listen. I stuck the GoPro right up under the hood when Taylor was starting up. Listen to this, the turbochargers sucking in that ether on Extreme Pleasure. It's pretty fun. I'll turn the sound on. I got it.
Taylor Van Beek, working on the super stock movement, trying to get things figured out.
I was trying to follow the ether around with the camera. But a lot of people don't get that view like we do, so I like to show that off a little bit. So,
but yeah, it was a little bit of risk, but Dad had promised Conley that he'd let him drive for all the work he did. He'd let him drive at one time before the summer was over, and so Conley he's really looking forward to that, and he had a blast.
You guys work for your dad during the summer?
Yes.
So you drive dozers and earth moving equipment and such?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys earn your keep then.
Well, we try.
So where do you want to go in pulling? I mean, you're so young, Connor. I mean, you got a lot of time to think about it. You're pretty well established already. I mean, is this it? Pro stocks? Is this where you want to be?
I mean, that's probably the only thing I'll ever drive. I mean, maybe the only other thing I would do is want to drive a full blown pro. That would be the only other step. I think that would be to go make a Bowling Green or a Chapel Hill or a pull like that. I mean, I think that would be quite awesome. But
sounds like that's kind of the plan for February if you get to go to Louisville.
Right. We got a little bit of a taste of it when we left the big Charger on my tractor at the beginning of the season and made a couple of test passes with it, and it was back in the seat and let's go.
Yeah, you had him on at Nordheim, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Here's a better video of Conley's run. The one I was showing was I knew Chandler had made a better one. He even spelled his name right, Ron. So. Here we go.
Yeah, this was a very cool video here.
Yeah, so the one I showed earlier was the one I just did with my cell phone. This is the one Chandler actually did with the GoPros and stuff like that. So this is way better. So we lost Ron again. So Connor, do you put intercoolers on for Louisville? I don't think you guys do you?
We haven't, but they're if they get ready, we're gonna try them this year.
Okay.
So
I don't think people realize the commitment that you guys do to go to Louisville. It really is changing your entire motor program for one pull.
It is. That's
so
that was part of the reason. At that time we didn't know if we were going to run the points, but that was also part of the reason that we left the big charger on mine just to worth our while of all the work that we put in to get ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, this is a good video of Conley. Yeah, because it's got all the narratives and stuff on there like that. So that's awesome. Yep. I think Chandler must have been running next to him to keep up with him.
Probably.
So, would be my guess. I think we answered Mark's question there. Other than swapping turbos, is there any other changes you can share you need to make? Timing, fuel? I mean, I don't know.
With turbo, turn the timing. Just it depends on the size of your turbo, and you got to put a little more water out. You got to put some more water out in front of it, and turn some more fuel and timing to it, just to make, and it'll all run as happy as the 5-inch does. It's just gonna make some more power.
Connor, question that Ron and I've been trying to ask more is like, who do you not fear the most, or who do you most like, man, I got to have a perfect pass to win this thing tonight? Like, who do you feel like is really gaining and could give you guys a run for your money? You know, I mean, because there's a lot of, you got to keep the damn things running to win points. We all know that. But like, from getting out there and running hard, who are some of the guys that are really coming on hard lately?
Honestly, any of us could win on any given night, but I would say, the Porter boys, they are some of the toughest in the class. Dave and Kyle Pedley, they're getting their tractor figured out. It was running really well when they got it going finally. I mean, anybody can win on any given night, but if just from when I've been pulling and when Dad's been running, I would say the Porters are probably the toughest we've been against.
Jimmy, that's true statement there. Jimmy Brackett came on pretty strong this year.
Yep, you'll Hillbilly Binder.
Took us to school. He's been doing it a long time, and he showed it on some of the tracks this year. He took us to school quite a few times.
So here's Conley's maiden voyage on the Bulletproof Buck. So that was pretty awesome. I love Jer's comment here. Connor, admit it, you were a little butthurt that Conley got to drive Bulletproof for you.
I'm not going to deny it. I've never drove that track. I've never drove it, but I was tickled to death that he got to drive it, and he deserved it. He did a lot for us, and I mean, even when I get ready, Dad just he starts to get a little jittery, and he makes sure I'm on the tractor ready, and I'm not getting in a rush, and he does the same thing. So Conley's one that can be there and always, and with one of us there who's ever not driving, can be there to watch the track. But yeah, I was tickled to death that he got to do that, and he just did it like he's been doing it forever.
He did a great job.
I bet he still had the smile on his face when he woke up the next morning.
Oh yeah, if you asked him about it right now, that smile would still be there.
I bet.
No, but it was fun watching you helping him and stuff too, Connor, that day. I mean, you guys, like I said, I've known you guys for a long time, and it's fun to see it all come together. So,
who's your heroes in pulling, Connor? Who do you look up to the most?
Oh, I'd say definitely Dad. I've watched him go from antique pulling to pulling bullfrog and being really successful with it, to driving the pro stock, and he's definitely one. I like, well, I mean, just because we're really good friends with him, but I always like watching the Zyjeks. Those are two of the best two-wheel drive boys in the business. But they're all, and they've given me some tips on what to do, even though it's completely different class. But Whitey's he's been around a while, and he knows his stuff on just about anything. And so does Cole.
And speaking of good track readers, I mean,
That you're right there.
yeah, Whitey's one of the best.
Yes.
Yeah, for example, down in Texas, there a couple weeks ago at Lufkin, he was, I think, the last hook. And the track had kind of gone away a little bit, and nobody could find a good line at that point, and he came out there and found it. And
I saw he won on Saturday. I was wondering if they were going to get his truck back together because he spit a rod out of it at Chickasha, and I didn't know if they were going to get it back together or not.
Now, what's going on right here, Connor? Walk us through this.
Jason, this wasn't the first year you were there, this was
Yep.
this year, wasn't it?
How many times have I been down now? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Three, right? So this has been the second year, maybe?
I think the first time you brought your tractor, this was the year you and Brian came.
Yep, from Schaefer. Yep.
Yeah. That's an actual 2-cylinder there. That is a G that's bored and stroked out. And Jason had come up with the idea of having a truck and a kind of an antique pull to go along with the mini rods that we do. And that was the first time I think that thing's had run in probably 2 years. And Conley was even then he was itching more and more to want to drive something. So we got that thing out and put a battery in it, and he drove it on Saturday afternoon. So
yeah, Ron, we did a little bit of a brush pull. They had TTTPA Friday and Saturday. We did a little bit of a brush pull Saturday during the day for locals and antiques and stuff like that. So Conley got to drive this. So I've watched Conley drive the antique, the hot farm, and now the pro stock in the last 2 years.
Awesome.
And that's at the Mettling Ranch, right out back.
that is.
Is that the swimming hole out there?
That's actually where we sell water out of that for all the drilling rigs. But the swimming pool is in the actual swimming pool is in the front of the house.
The cement pond.
Cement pond, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought
that's probably before your time, Connor. That's from Beverly Hillbillies there.
Yeah. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly. Watch that tonight. Get your roommates together and get on the old YouTube and type in that. So,
well, I only actually have one roommate. With the school I'm going to, we don't have to stay on campus. So we found an apartment that was a little further down the road, and it's a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it's where we both have our own bathroom and anything. It's all good, and he's actually watching the Houston Astros game right now.
is that series 1-1 heading tonight?
Yeah, it's 1-1. Yes.
Okay.
And no parties, right? No parties there, Connor.
Do what?
But no parties, right? Mom's watching. Lynette's watching.
I mean, I parties, but there was some people out last night for Halloween, but I didn't go to anything. I just go to school and I keep up with my work, and I go home on Thursday afternoon and get out of here. So
So this is their 466 tractor, the Bullfrog. That kind of Clint started it all with TTTPA. I thought I had a better video. This is a YouTube short, so it's recorded vertical, but it's a good running, good looking tractor. So I wanted to show this off. I think this is you driving, Connor.
probably so.
Yeah.
That looks like me. Yeah, that was Saturday this year. I had a really good run. I almost thought I was going to win it.
You did good. Marty Samuelson, the difference between a 5.0 Pro, Outlaw Pro, and like a big Pro, as we like to say, about 1,000 horsepower. They can run any size turbo they want, and they can run an intercooler. And that's really the main. I know the Mettling's bottom end's as strong as any of the big pros that like to call it. So
it's in the words of Dave Bennett, the big pros is run what you brung and hope you brung enough.
Yep.
Yeah. So awesome.
Now Connie Mullinex, so very proud of you, Connor Mettling. Keep up the good work. So that was Jerry typing on his flip phone, and that's impressive.
Oh. Jerry, they're really good people. I enjoy. We met them PPL had a hook in Kilgore, which is, I'm not really, that was way back when I was young, but we took bullfrog and went hooked with the 4-1s, and that's where we met Connie and Jerry and a bunch of those people. Those are all some good people.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Connor, I mean, you have anybody you want to thank? You guys have any sponsors or anybody that helps you that doesn't normally get recognized behind the scenes?
Oh, I mean, I would, if sponsor wise, I would say just the Outlaw sponsors. I mean, there's too many to name. Big one is for us is Pro Puller and Weimer, and Riverside does all our motor work. Who else? Proto cuts our tires. There's just endless people, but all the guys that we can, they're God dang, my uncle and both the other two guys that work for us, they're all pretty good at being able to work on those tractors as well. So if we come rolling in and or whether the rig needs worked on or we got a tractor to work on, we can all jump in and really get after it. So they are always a big help, and it's all just kind of a big group deal for us to drive as far as we do and to keep it all rolling back home too.
And Connor, the question everybody really wants to know is how long is the hauler? How long is the toter home?
6 feet, I want to say.
It's absolutely huge. Have any pictures of it from the side, Jason?
I do. I wish they're on the computer. They're on the work computer down at the office. Okay. I'm at home, but I know we do. So
that thing is incredibly long. It's pretty bad when I have to go scout out, pull locations just to make sure that the Mettings can make the turn into the pit area. Be like, nope, we can't have pro stocks here. Mettings can't make the turn. No, I'm kidding, Connor, but it is. I do get that. Think that at some of the pulls, be like, oh crap, no way will Clint be able to make that turn.
Yeah, it's not bad with the steering radius of the truck, and we got it when we spread axle the trailer. It made it to where we could dump the back axle where it'll come on around. It's honestly a little easier to get it now. Granted, I've never drove the rig myself because I don't have my CDL yet, but it's a lot easier, I think, to get around. Well, somewhat easier than most people might think, but yeah, you definitely don't want to take any kind of a little old side street with that big thing.
True that. Well, Connor, thanks for taking time out of your schedule. Did you have any more questions for him, Jason? I didn't want to.
No, I feel we've done enough to Connor. We've he needs a couple weeks of therapy to recover before the Outlaw banquet. We start picking on him again. So,
Jason, we're gonna baby this year again.
Ice baby.
Yeah.
No, I'm working on the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground.
Oh boy.
Now gather round, because I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. See, I'm working on it.
Oh, that's just gonna be me and Dad again this year. So.
Yeah, that's all right. It could be worse. So.
No, that's true.
Could be worse.
He would like for Mom to be going along, but she and the other two have some other obligations to take care of that weekend. So.
Yep.
Just be a father-son trip, and when we went in the summertime, Dad was fretting me being able to direct him in the big rig down or to get us where we needed to go. And if I do say so myself, and even he'll tell you this, I did a very, very fair job.
Very fair. Very fair.
All right, Connor, we'll get back to your studies there, buddy. Thanks for
hanging out with us
tonight.
We do not want to be responsible to Clint. To the windows, to the walls. Yes, that's something Clint and I've been working on.
Oh man.
That's been more after midnight, Clint Mettling and I. Those are that's for Outlaw Light after dark, Rob. After dark.
I think first time I witnessed that was Macon. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty awesome that night. Morning.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
All right. Well, Connor, thanks for coming on, buddy. Congratulations on your second championship.
Thank you, guys.
Way to go, Connor. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay.
Take care.
Yeah, what a fine young man, Mr. Stone.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty well centered and good family and pretty darn good driver too.
Yes, he is. Yes, Clint Mettling, I owe you a chair. I'm gonna get that for Christmas.
So great show.
It is, yep. You want to start kind of what are your plans? I mean, I'm just your lucky co-host. You're the main dog. Are we gonna start kind of once we get through the points champs, we'll start maybe doing young guns and legends again, or what are you thinking for the winter?
Yep. I'd like to get through get all the points champs in here, and once we can, some of them it's kind of hard to nail them down, and
Harvest right now too,
I've got a few I've been trying to nail down here for a while, so hopefully we can get them all on. But yeah, we'll start bringing young guns and promoters and some legends on here, and we'll start talking about 2023 pretty quick because things are happening.
Yep.
Lots of moving and shaking going on, and things are happening. So, and it's going to be here before you know it, man. I mean, geez, today's November 1st.
I can't believe how fast this year's going around. So
the banquet's going to be here before you know it, and then it's convention time at the fairs and festivals, conventions, and it'll be here before you know it. Yeah. So,
yeah, you really haven't got. I mean, you went right into Roan Stone. Yeah, Chandler, you have to show me where on our hard drive the actual correct video is, because I always say I'm going to look for it, Ron, and then I always get on the show about 10 minutes before we start because
that's my French counterpart, or well,
Zero
Stone.
Stone. You like to announce the juxtapose Zero Stone?
I took 2 years of French, by the way, in high school.
I wish I would have took Spanish. I messed up on that because nobody speaks German anymore, and I wouldn't remember any of it anyway. All I remember doing was learning how to swear. That's about it. So, just being honest.
Yeah, I had a German exchange student I was friends with. I learned all the choice words in German.
How did Oso Negro run at Lufkin? Brandon just jumped on.
Oh, Brandon, what happened? I think he tore some stuff up down there. What is Mark J. Ham sending a link here?
I can't click on those links when in the comments because I'm the guy.
I normally watch links from shady characters, just throwing them out there like that,
Chandler says it's the best meme ever now. So yeah. Hey Chandler, we got to train Mackenzie how not to hit deers anymore because she's hit two. She hit another deer tonight. So
doesn't she have those little deer whistles on her bumper? Aren't those like foolproof?
I'm gonna get her the horn out of the W9, the train horn, scare them deer away. Oh, Sweet Pain video I threw together. Mark, throw that to me in Facebook Messenger, please, if you do not mind. Send that to my personal Facebook page. I'll throw it up on the screen.
Is this the compilation you just put on the Outlaw site? I haven't got to watch it yet. But
no, that was Chandler's video. This is something hand whipped up. So broke rear end, but it's already back together. So Brandon, where are you pulling next? Here we go. So thank you for doing this, Mark Ham. We had some stuff from 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012 to 2018 mashup. And we had the Olmers on last week, so this is good stuff. I'm gonna let the songs play, if that's okay, or the noise, Ron.
Sure.
So here we go. I guess I don't know if he has any tunes to it or songs or not. I'm assuming there's some video in there. $2014.
Here we go. Sweet Pain out of Larchwood, South Dakota. The Almer family.
Hey, good, Al.
Oh, that's Fred.
Okay.
have broke something.
Yeah, that one didn't go as planned, Ron.
Iowa. Here we go. It's the sweet pain of the Armor.
Look at all the people at Wisner. Holy crap. That was 2015. This is a cool video. Thanks for doing this, Mark. Mark Ham. Ham Boys Photos. Madison. They always get a big crowd. I drove by Madison on the way home from Ulmer's birthday. I looked over to the right and saw the Heritage Village or whatever it's called, Ron. So
Yeah, they had a mess of people there this year.
Spencer, Iowa, 2017. Yeah, cool video. That's not sweet pain. That's a tornado, Ron.
Yeah, I recognized it.
Hang on, folks. Hold your ears.
That looks like Madison there.
Yeah, crowd off to the right.
Got it clear.
Where was that awards banquet at, Ron? Do you remember? Has it always been at Margaritaville or?
No, it was
I say that GoPro was on the Tech Official, Ron.
Was it really? I would assume Mark was right there. But
He might have been following up, but it was maybe one of those chesty ones.
you know, something I forgot to ask. Connor was if they have any swag out there. The Mettling.
So Mark had a hat, a GoPro on it. in first hook. That's me for the thumbs up. I think it's out there, Bob. That is stuff.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Awesome job. I got to show you guys I got to show you this video, Ron. So when you were in Lufkin, I went to California, and there was a dividing barrier down the middle.
Didn't she have those little deer whistles on her bumper? Aren't those like foolproof?
What's going on? Is that your sound, Ron, or is that my sound? When you were in Lufkin, I went to California, and there was a dividing barrier down the middle.
Didn't she have those little deer whistles on her bumper? Aren't those like foolproof?
What is going on, Ron? Is that your sound, Ron, or is that my sound? When you were in Lufkin
yesterday.
What is happening? What is going on? Okay, hold on. I got
Whatever you're doing, it does not like it.
Okay, I think I was playing here. Okay, so when you were in Lufkin, I went to Madera, California, and I got some video. So I put my GoPro, Ron, see that K wall right down the middle there?
Yep.
I put my GoPro right on there, and this old boy did not let go. And he took my GoPro out.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna blow it up. So it was the tractor's and he hooked in the 7,200-pound tractor class. He had a 5.5-inch turbocharger on it out there. So that was the biggest diesel. Otherwise, it was just hot farm tractors. And they didn't get off the line on Friday night. And so I talked to the guy, and I'm like, how many RPMs are you coming off the line at and stuff like that? So he got it off the line, and we were all watching, Ron. So then I was like, oh, crap, where's my GoPro? Because, I was right away. I was thinking back to West Point when I lost the GoPro. So this was in Madera, California, everybody. And this is what happens when you do not lift. I haven't seen this yet in real life, so I want to see what happens when I find my camera around. I'm going to wait it out a minute.
That's crazy. How was the show out there? They have a lot of iron out there.
Yeah, they had 70 hooks each night, Ron. It was invitation. Oh, there.
Hey, he can't move forward. He said he can't.
This is like a premiere round. This is the first time I've ever watched it.
It's coming this way.
Take the front end off and then drive it forward.
Hey, Brian, you want me to keep going on this side? Hey.
Hey, I found it. Sounds like where's my GoPro? Yeah, because I wanted to finish off the guys.
I'm running this side. You guys can get here.
It messed up the sled. Brian Massetti's sled pretty good. But yeah, that was
Not good. Not
quite
good.
the ride. Quite the ride there. So, no, it was a good show out there. A lot of fun. Those people are just like us. They're not the California we see on TV, Ron. So, no, and I mean that. Everybody watching this show understands what I mean. We all just see LA and San Francisco. They were business owners and farmers and hardworking people just like us.
Yeah. Good deal.
All right, stud. So it's November 1st. How many fair conventions do you have to go through in November? Is it when do they get going?
Nothing in November. Starts in December. I know the Kansas convention used to be in November. They've moved that. There is Colorado convention in November, but we haven't discussed going out there too much to that. It's a possibility, but definitely Iowa, definitely Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri for the most part. I don't think Oklahoma has one. If they do, I'm not aware of it. I can't find it on the net anyway. So Texas has one, but it's way down in Galveston. So yeah, definitely those four. And they run from December through January and the first weekend of February. So
for all of you that watch us every Tuesday night, first of all, thank you. Secondly, you can listen to this podcast tomorrow on audio. Well, I don't know if Mackenzie will have time to do it tomorrow before she leaves for Georgia, but she downloads the audio, then puts it up on iTunes and Spotify. So, but that's where you can find all of our Outlawed with Ron Stones from the past. And then thirdly, let Ron know who you want on the show as a guest. And then Ron knows everybody in the outlaw world, and we can get certain people on here for you so you can learn about them, because that's our goal. We want to entertain you fans and show you the people that make the Outlaws great. So if anybody you want to see, send Ron a message on Facebook or get a hold of him and take it.
It could be somebody that may not even be pulling right now, might be retired or semi-retired. I mean, we'll try to find them and try to get them on the show.
You know, because like when we've had Ulmer on and Dave Bennett, those have been some of our most watched shows, Ron. You know what I mean? Like last night on Let's Grow Pulling, we had Dusty and Tim Arfons. That was wild. Doug's out in SEMA. And then we kind of did a show from SEMA from the floor. He's out there with our oil sponsored Champion Oil for beer money. And then Tim and Dusty came on, Ron. We talked to them for an hour. Talked about the USHR days and
awesome.
It was legit. So if anybody wants to go back and watch that, go to YouTube or Facebook and just type in, it's under the SEMA show. And they start talking a lot about the 25-minute mark. But the stuff they did, Ron, I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
Neat. What's wrong with that in Galveston? Brandon says it's too freaking far. I'm just saying, Ron.
It's way down there, Brandon.
It's too freaking far. So
it's way down there. So
yep. Have you signed any contracts for next year yet, Ron? Or
what's that?
Have you signed any contracts for next year yet? Or
nothing signed. I mean, there are some new events coming our way and coming Heartland's way, the Heartland division, and some events that I know one in particular, Albion, Nebraska, is a new one for us. That's a Monday or a Tuesday night right after Rock Valley. That's a Heartland event, but we're going to take the light mods, Outlaw light mods in there with the Heartland group. And then, looking at, looks like we're probably going to go into Pierce, Nebraska for 2023. Talking to some other events, and I even had a new one in Missouri call me today. So, there's probably going to be some new ones on the schedule. I don't think we're going to lose anything. It's going to be another busy year.
No,
but it's a challenge trying to pull some of those numbers down on some of those classes that we had, close to 30 hooks.
Yeah.
We don't want to wear those guys out again next year. So I'm trying to be creative and get some more classes, different classes into some of these events to take it easy on those guys. So
cool. Well, I'm going to play our cool Rolling Stone video because it just makes you smile every time I see that, Ron.
Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone, and then I'm gonna let everybody go. Sound good?
I'd give me a little outlaw beret or something to wear for the
Rolling Stone,
my
like a Doug Meisinger gray cap thing.
yeah, my French doppelganger, I guess you call it.
I love it. Ron, see you next Tuesday, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna play a video and then have a great night.